Welcome to another episode of Akeel Hassanvideo. So I needed to go to this car because it mirrors kind of the story that I have with my Corolla or my AE92 that I used to own back home. And the story's special because like Denis owns this car for about 19 years. And 19 years owning one car is only to be described as like a labor of love, like become a part of the extended family. And this one's really special, unique in the true sense that it's the full-time four-wheel drive Corolla. It's the one, I keep saying this, it's the one we never got in South Africa, but I feel like that's just what ties the car community together, is the fact that we've got AE92s, Australia's got AE92s, Japan's got AE92s, the Philippines, Malaysia's got their own AE92s, and I'm wearing my old club merch today because there's a mural of this car behind it, and it's like I had to dig this out of the cupboard, but I thought it's the right thing to wear today because no matter where you are in the world, we all like the same things. And although some markets we never got the four-wheel drive, we never got the wagon. I know there's some people there in the back that got the wagon or that imported one that don't want to show it to us yet, but like these are special to us because like imagine having a full-time four-wheel drive Corolla. You know the guys with the K24s, imagine having that setup. I know it's not performance orientated, but just imagine having that setup and the ability to push the power to all four wheels. It's just cool. It's just the fact of having something different, something that looks the same like what you have, but this guy's got something different. And I felt like the purchase story of this car is like really amazing because Denis didn't go to buy this car. He went to go buy something else. He went to go buy a GTZ11, which is the supercharged one. It was an auto, which we would have manual swapped anyway. But like that's how the story goes, and he ended up with this car. And 19 years later, he's got this car. And a lot of you will be like, oh, why are there white walls in this car? Because you only know white walls being on a high ace or a Super 16 Sierra. But Australia's got their own style, so it's something I never understood when I got here, but now I understand that white wheels or white walls on a sedan is from a specific era and it means something. It comes from the guys, you guys remember the car shows at the City of Cape Town or Convention Centre, CTICC, you know they're building with the arches. So that type of like custom era where the cars were done up to a certain level. Australia had the exact same thing. There are show cars like running around here. I'm not going to say what it's called because you know when I keep this PG rated, but like they got a specific spec or era, they call it something, and that just pays homage to that because this guy grew up obviously in that level. And I can appreciate this car because I've owned the AE92 as well and grew up with one. I learned to drive on one, did my first like mods, the first car that I made nice, and many of you I know have the same car. So I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. I tried to shoot it from a different angle, from an interview angle. Like, subscribe, keep coming back for more, and thank you for your support all over the years.
Hi, my name is Denis Mendoza. This is my 1987 Toyota Corolla four-wheel drive, AE95. I've had this car for roughly 19 years. The car was imported via a private collector in 2005. I purchased it off the private collector in intentions that I needed a small car and something fuel efficient for uni, an A to B car. When it first came about, I saw an ad for a Corolla, I think it was a GTZ11 supercharger car, two-tone black and grey, two-door auto, and I was like, oh, you know what, that's a pretty cool car, something I can drive to and from uni and still, you know, have a cool car at the same time. So I went and checked it out. It was from the same importer collector, and in his shed or his workshop, there was this white Corolla sedan on the hoist, and I don't know why, but it caught my eye. After having a look at the live-in, it was a good car, everything like that, and I saw this car and I was like, oh, what's that car over there? Went for a drive in it, absolutely slower car than the GTZ, and I was like, oh, but it had this sort of character. I don't know whether it was the red interior, had 4 doors, it was white, and it was a sedan. Maybe it's those combinations that got me. I always like sedan cars. The interior is probably one of the things that wowed me when I went inside. I was like, this is plush and it's nice. Didn't go as well, but I think that's what caught me. The 4 doors, just the whole combination of the car. I think the car had a little bit of its own character. Wasn't a best looking car. It was very stock at the time, and 13-inch wheels, these hubcaps, really thin tyres, and it was really high up on the ground. Other factory things that came in the car was the wind visors for the side of the car. They got imported with the car. I thought they were a cool part because they're like the steel ones, and they don't really cover the top of the windows. Rather, went on top. And I was like, oh, really not functional for rain, so I don't know why they made them, but they look cool regardless. And they were steel, and I was like looking everywhere. I was like finding about this part whether it was genuine or not. But I know they're genuine now because they've got the Toyota branding on them, and they match the same sort of material and quality as the AE86 window visors, which clipped into the window channels. They were also steel and had the same rubber and the same Toyota markings on them. Other mods I've done to the car, so the coilovers at the front and the springs at the rear. I also changed the steering wheel. I've got a Toronto AE86 steering wheel, the tri-spoke sports wheel, which is a deeper corn wheel, so makes it sporty, I guess. I like the OEM style sports wheel inside the car. Has a Toyota logo on the horn pad, which is nice. The interior is basically stock, apart from the steering wheel, and a gear knob. I've got a really nice gear knob. It's a ball gear knob that I use. Yeah, other than that, there's 2 12-inch subs in the rear, and a 4-channel amp and a 2-channel amp running the subs. It's got a JVC DVD player with a little screen on it as my head unit. And the wheels, I've chosen to stay with the 14-inch Ninja Star type wheels from a Corolla SX with a white wall on it. And since I drive the car every day, I find the comfort on the 14-inch tyres a bit better as well. Once from the front, there's just that SX lip under the car, and then another lip underneath the SX lip is a Toyota Corolla MX-83 lip. I think that's all I did at the front. Also, I got the clear indicators there, the clear lenses. They're totally aftermarket parts, so that's not a Toyota part. That was, I believe, a South African thing. So in South Africa, the guys there get the clear indicators, which is really cool. Also, when I did initially buy the car, I noticed there were some brackets at the front of the bar, and I was like, there would have been for fog lights, and inside the car there was a fog light switch in the center console, which made me go looking for fog lights. And I was like, oh, what do these fog lights look like? And did some searching. I came across a set on eBay. This would have been in 2008. And there were these automatic flip-up cover, auto cover they call them, fog lights. And I looked at these photos, little Corolla stickers down the bottom, and I was like, that matches the same Corolla logos I've got in the boot lid and the front of the car there. So it made me believe this was the period correct fog lights for the car. I went and bet on them on eBay. There was other people bidding on them as well, and my heart was racing. I needed to have these fog lights. I can't remember what the starting price was, but I ended up paying something like 220 plus shipping, so it was under 250 bucks at the time. And I thought to myself, oh my god, did I just spend $250 on fog lights? And I thought that was really expensive at the time. But I think winning that bidding from eBay and finding these lights for the car sort of completed that, because that's probably the reason I went to go look for these fog lights, was to complete that car. There was something missing from it. Now it's complete in that regard.